Clope and D-Deck Minster welcomed you to this broadcast of high school varsity football. We're at Sidney Memorial Stadium where the Greenville Green Wave will take on the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Tonight's game is being brought to you by the following sponsors. Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sidney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, and NKTelco. Good evening once again. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me, Brandon Coverman, for tonight's Battle of the Little Brown Jug. The Sidney Yellow Jackets and the Greenville Green Wave in a Miami Valley League crossover contest. For Sidney, an emotional night. The 30-0 anniversary reunion takes place tonight. Yellow Jackets looking for first win. They stand at 0-2, primarily based through the air, Brandon.
Primarily based through the air, sticking with what they've been doing. Quarterback Donovan Johnson, second in the Miami Valley League in passing yards. Really getting into the meat of that Miami Valley schedule. We know the playoffs expand and doubled in format this year, so a little more room for error. Usually if you start 0-2, you can panic a little bit, but expect this Sidney offense to be geared to go, only scoring 7 points last week against Tip.
And Greenville, a ground-based, rushing-oriented team, 0-2 on the season, but they put up 41 points last week against Stebbins.
Last week against Stebbins, yeah, 41 points, losing 41-49. 512 yards averaging per game and total offense, and 392 of those coming on the ground. Watch running backs Nolan Curtis and Brock Short to be the main cogs of the offense for head coach Bart Schmitz.
And our opening kickoff just about to take place. Let's take a look at the keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Let's first look at the Greenville Green Waves keys.
First, for Greenville, they want to have no extra possessions, not to give the ball away, and run and have ball control offense. We know what that big ground attack they have, and to win the battle up front.
Sidney with the return. Youngster with the ball, and he's off and rolling. Julius Spradling gonna find the end zone, and I'll tell you what, I know what the keys to the game for Sidney are, and that's one of them right there.
And a lightning strike to start right away, Dave, there. Julius Spradling, we know, going to be the feature back in this offense, and there starts the game with a bang.
Wow, Julius Spradling with a touchdown return of the opening kickoff, and just like that, the Sidney Yellow Jackets, boy, talk about putting an exclamation point on a big night. They did it in a hurry.
And that's what you want to do when you're the home team, to set the tone here. You know it's going to be an emotional night with this reunion that we got coming at halftime, and right away Spradling sets the tone. Great start for Coach Adam Dunge's team.
Carson Taylor for the extra point. Johnson to hold, kick up, and it's good. So with 11:44 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, our score, the Sidney Yellow Jackets 7, Greenville nothing. We'll return right after this. Wow.
Clope Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clope is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clope offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopedoor.com/careers.
Will attract viewers.
And that cannon.
So now Sidney will kick it off in just a matter of seconds, and now we move on to the Sidney keys to the game here tonight. We're all brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, Yellow Jackets, and I think one of the keys was to get a big play, and that just happened.
Yeah, they wanted to keep Brock Short under 5 yards at carry. And special teams was huge, and they started the game with a bang. And they wanted 5 plays of 20 yards or more, so they're already 20% of the way there. So great start for Coach Dunge's team.
Keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Taylor will kick it away. Good, strong kick. It's going to go into the end zone. And Brock Short will watch it go out of the end zone. So Greenville will try and recover after the devastating return by the young freshman for the Sidney Yellow Jackets, Julia Spradling, 5'9", 149-pound running back, returns it all the way for the Yellow Jackets. They're up 7-0 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Greenville's offense, there you see Short in motion. He'll take the pitch. He goes right side, trying to pick his way across the 25. He'll have the first down, and Brock Short has really had quite a performance so far here this season in 2 games for the Green Wave.
The main feature back of this offense, he gets 12 yards there and probably scripting the offensive series, the first offensive series. You know, he was going to get the first touch, and we know Coach Dunges is going to want to limit his outcome tonight.
Say Greenville has rushed the football 89 times for 785 yards, plus that 10 yards plus rush by Short, as he'll pick up another 4 yards, and we'll call it 2nd down and 6.
Again,
Football resting at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line.
Again, expect him to get a lot of touches tonight. Again, expect Nolan Curtis too to try to take some of the pressure off him as well.
Greenville will run it in the shotgun. Short will stand next to the quarterback, and that's Hayden Bush. He's going to throw it. Pass is going to be incomplete. And I believe that was intended for number 13, Million Bryant, who was an honorable mention all MVL player a year ago. So that's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Their clock will stop with 10:48 to go. Opening quarter of football from Sidney on a special occasion night, special event night for Yellow Jacket football. Bush is going to try. It's intercepted. Oh, it's going to be ruled incomplete.
E.J. Davis.
Davis had it, couldn't quite hold it, but that means Greenville will have to punt it away.
Nice job, nice little run out there. E.J. Davis did a nice job of reading the eyes of the quarterback and almost comes up with the interception, but causes Greenville to get 1 first down and punt. So they're taking the offense away from Brock Short. It's going to be the key for the Sidney defense tonight.
Jai Wheeler back deep for the Yellow Jackets. High snap, kick is away. It's a nice high kick. Wheeler's going to field it at the 29. Fumbles. Does Greenville have the recovery, or did Wheeler get the football back? And
they're signaling Sidney ball.
Wheeler, very fortunate for the Sidney Yellow Jackets that time, recovered the football.
Well, when you set the tone in the first play of the game on special teams and you almost have a muff there, could have really changed the momentum quickly of this game. Luckily, Wheeler falls on it for the Yellow Jackets here, and we get the first time to see Donovan Johnson in this offense.
Johnson, a 5'10" senior quarterback. He'll take it from the shotgun. Yellow Jackets in the spread offense. 3 receivers right side, 1 back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. In on the stop is going to be Ty Bush, 6'1", 210 junior, will make the stop.
You're going to see E.J. Davis get a lot of touches too as the main back last year, but nice job by Bush there to really set the edge and cause a loss of 2 there.
2nd down and 12 football at the Sidney 28-yard line. Mitchell Davis far to the left side. 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Fake the pitch. Johnson's going to carry it, but there's Bush again, and he'll make another stop. Little help that time by Alexander Baumgartner.
That's just a nice job of staying in your lane, staying disciplined, not going on the pitch there, and it results in a 3rd and long here. This is where Greenville can really dial up pressure if they want to.
3rd down and 13. Yellow Jackets this season coming into tonight's 27 rushes and only 39 yards. Longest rush of the season, 17 yards. Johnson's going to look downfield. He's going into Greenville territory, and Sam Reynolds will come back and make the catch in front of the Sidney bench and in front of the Sidney home crowd, and it's a first down, and it hung up there forever.
Yeah, I thought
and
that
they
was
somehow got it completed, Brandon.
And we look here on our Winter Quality Meats replay here. It's a really wobbly pass from Johnson. It hung there, like you said, forever, but fortunately Reynolds comes down with it there for Sidney.
Big play, Yellow Jackets. They're on the move again at the 40. Johnson fumble, this time not so lucky, as the recovery made by Nolan Curtis pops right out of Johnson's hands and into Curtis, and Curtis, number 9, with the recovery with 9:07 to go here in the opening quarter. And boy, we've got exciting play after exciting play.
Well, and I don't know who popped that out, but that was a thump of a hit. That was a textbook tackle there by Greenville to jar the ball loose. Hit him right where Donovan Johnson was carrying the ball, really kind of not very carefully there, and causes the fumble there and a turnover.
So the big passing play by Sidney set them up for a potential drive in their second possession of the night, but now the fumble gives the football back to the Green Wave. Short. Yellow Jacket defense all over him.
Jaden Swiger, someone to watch on that Sidney defensive line, second in the Miami Valley League with 2.5 sacks, was a force at that tackle position last year, and really has done a nice job on the line this year, playing on the line there, playing both sides. Does a really nice job, one of the best players in the Miami Valley League on the defensive side of the ball.
And they play a 3-4 type defense. That's where what they prefer. Short in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the short side. Here comes the pitch. Brock Short trying to go outside, inside the 40, across the 45, and picks up some good yardage. So it's going to make it a third down and about 3 yards for that first down. So a 7-yard pickup for Brock Short.
And that might have been a shot too early after you get a turnover like that for Greenville to take a downfield shot. They opt to go on 2 run plays here. Again, 3rd and short. You might as well ride your horse with Brock Short here in the short situation of 3rd and 2.
Million Bryant, he'll go to the far right side. To the left side is Baumgartner. But Short gets, or excuse me, the other running back will get the call, and that's
Ryan Crampton, number 39, Ryan Crampton with the carry.
Ryan Crampton, there we go. A letterman for the Green Wave last year. He'll pick up the first down. Nice misdirection. Pick up by Crampton. Bush will take the call. This time Short gets it. He'll go to the right side, but he'll run into number 25, Griffin Moore. So Moore makes the tackle. And that will set up a 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play.
Another thing you can see too is Sidney going to be able to load the box there. Greenville going heavy rush attack, as we got an official's timeout here to reset something here. But you can load that box really up there a lot too, with Greenville going heavy run and Sidney going through the air attack. So we got 2 polar opposite offenses here.
Greenville in the offense. Bush will take the shotgun snap, looks downfield, incomplete pass intended that time for Alexander Baumgartner.
Baumgartner was wanting a flag there. He thought that he got grabbed there by Jai Wheeler. Maybe a little bit of incidental contact, but it was an uncatchable ball there, and it's going to lead to 3rd and 10 here. And here's where Sidney can really again dial up pressure.
Greenville facing a 3rd down and 10. As we said, Brock Short, top rusher in the Miami Valley League through 2 games, 622 yards, 6 TDs, and 60 carries. Bush will dump it off to Short. No one picks him up. 1st down and more. Short still on his feet to the 30. Maybe even inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. So Sidney defense just let Short alone out there in the flat.
Yeah, and I'm sure the defensive coordinator there really upset there. Kyle Coleman, the defensive coordinator, really upset there, not accounting for Brock Short there. You have to account for him on every play if he's going to have that many yards per game, average over 300 yards of total offense per game.
Bush alone in the backfield. Short is off to the right in motion. Snap comes to Bush. He'll hand off to Short. He'll pick up maybe a yard, but there's a flag.
With the nice microphones, we'll get a great explanation too.
We will, won't we? Not sure if that was a hold or what. It was in the pile, so let's see what the call is. It could be just about anything. Face mask against Sidney, so an unfortunate penalty for Sidney. 6:18 to go here on the first quarter of football.
Something you see, Brock Short started out in this up on top of their screen there, and they motioned him there in a jet sweep. See that Greenville's going to use him in a lot of different ways. You aren't just going to have him sit behind Bush in the backfield or out of the gun. They're going to motion him, use him in a lot of different ways to try to make Sidney have to account for him, just like when they had that little check down right there.
So the football goes to the 14-yard line. Greenville on the move. Baumgartner to the left side. Million to the short side. Fake to Brock. Short pass to Crampton. He'll pick up maybe 4 yards. He'll get it to the 10. Ryan Crampton with the reception as the clock goes under 6 minutes.
Try to stay on schedule here. If you're Greenville, that's the big thing. Try to stay on schedule. A little check down there. They get 4 yards. I'll take it for a first down if you're Coach Schmitz.
2nd down and 7. Football rests at the 11. Jack Royer, a sophomore, goes to the wide right side, and Bryant is to the right short side. With the call goes Nolan Curtis, and he'll pick up a yard or two. Looks like they're going to go to about the 8-yard line.
Again, one matchup I really was looking forward to coming and seeing in this game is the Sidney defensive front against Brock Short. And Sidney always has, past couple years, has done a nice job on the defensive line. It's interesting to see him battle Short for all 4 quarters.
3 receivers to the right side. Standing alone in the backfield is Bush. Short in motion. That usually means it'll go that way. Nope, it's going to be a counter direction. And Bush will get near the 5-yard line. Tried to lose a little bit of motion there to have Sidney bite and perhaps go to the wide side, but the Yellow Jacks stayed home.
I like the creativity too. You're trying to make Sidney, move all the way over the field. You're not just doing the same thing over and over. I do really like the creativity, and it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field here to try to get that 1 yard they need.
4th down and 1, so big offensive play early here in the first quarter with 4:15 on the scoreboard here at Sidney's Memorial Stadium. Far right goes Million Bryant. Baumgartner left side, and Sidney's going to take a timeout, I believe. Head coach Adam Dungus jumping up and down, as well as the defensive coordinator. So we have a timeout on the field, brought to you by Precision Strip. Our score, Sidney 7, Greenville nothing. We'll return right after this.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Greenville back out on the field on the offense. Football resting at the 6-yard line. Looks like they need 2 yards for the first down. They'll have Short and Crampton in the backfield. Bush will take the short snap. Crampton is to the right, so Short will follow him. He'll go to the left side. It's going to be close, but he gets away And the second surge comes in for the Yellow Jackets. We'll have to see how they mark it, but I think they got enough for the first down.
He should have it on forward progress. Sidney sideline signaling their way, though. I thought he got it on forward progress. We're at the complete opposite end of the spectrum, but it looks like they're signaling that it's going to be a turnover.
What a defensive play by Sidney. Let's take a look at that one again. Replays tonight brought to you by Winners Quality Meat. As you can see that, I thought Sidney, one of the defenders grabbed him. He went forward, and I thought that's when he got the first down, but it must not have been quite enough yards.
Must have blown it dead before then. Again, we're on the opposite side of the stadium, hard to see from our angle.
Because they're marking it at the 6.
And again, you can look right here again.
There's the original hit. Does his knee go down? Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Or does it?
It's really close.
See, that's interesting call. Great replay work there. Winners Quality Meats, as we said, bringing you the replays here tonight. Sidney has the ball. Yellow Jackets defense. Let's give them some credit for stopping the Greenville offensive attack.
And again, the only touchdown of this game coming on the opening kickoff by Julius Spradlin. And a Sidney turnover on there. Lone time the offense has been on the field. Now backed up. Got 94 yards to go.
So Johnson will call the signal standing at his own 1 yard line. He looks to his left. He's going long, and it's going to be incomplete. I think that was Davis, Mitchell Davis, number 19. 6'4" sophomore. Pass intended for just a little bit too high, and it's incomplete, and our clock will stop at 3:47.
And again, Sidney backed up in its own end zone, or near its end zone. Gonna have to get creative here.
And of course, you know, field position now becomes a factor, and you know, you need to get a little bit of room somehow. So if you do have to punt, you're not punting from your end zone. Boy, there's a hit and a fumble. And who gets the football? I cannot see how Greenville cannot come up with it, but let's see. Greenville football at the 2. And I'm trying to see who recovered that.
And we'll get here a look on our Winner
Let's take
Quality
a look
Meats
at it
replay.
again.
Look at the pop. You could hear that. That was number 39, Ryan Crampton.
Ryan Crampton.
And we heard that hit all the way up in the press box through our headsets right there, really laying the lumber down right there. And that's a huge play there for Greenville. You talk about field position, Dave. Now you get the ball on the 3 yard line. Heck yeah, field position's important right here. And 1st and goal to go for the Green Wave.
Ryan Crampton, a 5'6", 160-pound linebacker. He hit the running back like he was about 260 on that one.
Laying the lumber down.
Let's see if Greenville can capitalize on the fumble. Here comes the pitch. Short, looking for the end zone. Finds it. There's the flag.
There's a clear hold there on the right side there by Greenville. This isn't going to count. By one of the wide receivers there. It was pretty clear as day if I could see that from all the way back here.
So that's going to set Greenville back. That's the Sidney student section chanting, "You can't do that." So big penalty. That'll give Sidney a little bit of a cushion, but the defense still under stress here as the Green Wave will have it at about the 13 yard line. So it'll make it 1st down, 13 to go. They've got to put it in the end zone.
There, and that's just a mistake that you cannot have if you're Greenville. 1st and goal to get a hold penalty like that puts more pressure on this offense when you need to score 7 here.
Curtis to the right of the quarterback. Fake to short. He'll roll left. Bush, short jump pass. Nice defensive play by E.J. Davis. The senior comes in and makes a good defensive play, as you can see it. Take a look at that one more time. Watch Davis. Nice defensive play. There's the rollout. Pass on target, but Davis doesn't let him go any further.
Wanted to try to get the check down there. Again, nice job by Sidney staying home there.
No gain. Hayden Bush. He's rushed for 59 yards this season. Pitch goes to short, and boy.
speak of the devil, it's E.J. Davis again.
E.J. Davis is playing some defensive football, Brandon.
He's flying all over the place. He's a high-energy player. And again, one of the feature backs in this offense. And that brings up 3rd and a mile here for the Green Wave.
Must find the end zone. 3rd down and 21. And the Yellow Jacket defense really being very impressive on this.
That penalty really helps out here. Now you can really drop back. You don't have to really dial up too much pressure.
3 receivers to the left side, but shorts in the backfield. Bush looking for the end zone. Receiver's open, but he's going to scramble, and he's got room to run. Yellow Jacket defense comes up quickly, and they're going to stop him around the 10-yard line.
Again, great protection up front there by Greenville. They only sent 3 there. They dropped 8 in coverage. Get inside the 10-yard line there. They get it to the 10-yard line. It looks like Greenville's going to send. It looks like they're going to
try a field goal here, it looks like.
About a 27-yarder.
Avery Ernst, he's had 1 field goal already this season to go with 6 extra points. So Ernst has done this before, so let's see if he's accurate. Kick is low, almost blocked by Isaiah Clark. Almost blocked that one, and he put the rush on, so the field goal is no good, and the defense holds.
Yeah, and that was too a nice job again. Sidney, you could break in that moment, but they just bended. They did not break there in that moment. Nice job by Sidney. You get benefited by the holding penalty right there, which is something that, you know, you're looking back on the film for if you're Greenville, could make or break this game if you end up on the wrong side of the outcome. But again, great field position here for Sidney at the 20-yard line. They're not backed up to their own, they're to the end zone here, so let's see what they do to get creative here.
Lots of excitement here in the first quarter of football from Sidney's Memorial Stadium. Johnson with it, he'll run it himself. Pick up about 4 yards. And Donovan Johnson with the carry.
Nolan Curtis there in on the tackle there for the Green Wave.
Johnson looks to the sidelines. Play signal comes in, probably just a little bit different than they did it back in 1968, 69, and 70.
Just a little.
Just a little. There are no messenger guards or anything like that. Johnson is going to run, and he's going to find that number 60, Truman Nicholas, big linebacker, 6', 210-pounder, will wrap him up. 3rd down and 8. The Yellow Jackets really kind of struggling here on offense.
Yeah, and you know, you get that big play to start, and they can run the clock down and get 1 play off to end this quarter. It'll be interesting to see how they do it here. The play clock reads 25. It's only 2 seconds ahead of the game clock, so they could run this down to finish off the quarter. And they run 2 little design quarterback runs there. Nice job by Greenville there to only allow 2 yards to gain.
Johnson's going to take a snap before the quarter ends. He'll fake one way. He'll come back over to Reynolds. Reynolds still on his feet. He's at the 30. He'll dive forward to about the 31-yard line.
And that was a play Cedric Johnson did a lot last year, where they would fake going one way, hop, do about a 180 spin, go to the other side, throw a little tunnel screen type action right down there to the bottom receiver on your screen there and get the first down. Nice job and well executed by Sidney.
1st and 10 football at the Sidney 31, and that's going to end our first quarter of football. Our score, the Sidney Yellow Jackets 7, the Greenville Green Wave 0. The second quarter of football coming up next on NKTelco Sports.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8666.
Well, the opening kickoff of the game is the difference in this one, Brandon. Electrifying, we'll call it an 85-yard return with the kickoff by a freshman. And Julia Spradling, and that's the difference in this one so far.
Yeah, and there too, a turnover by Sidney inside its own 5-yard line.
Johnson's going long for Davis, a step away, and it's incomplete.
We know Sidney likes to go through the air. The downfield shot hasn't been there yet. You hope to connect on it here sooner rather than later, but Sidney fumbles the ball inside its 5. It gets a missed field goal on Greenville's part after a penalty. They were in the end zone, gets a holding call, calls it back, goes to the 13-yard line. Greenville couldn't quite get it in the end zone, misses a 27-yard field goal. And really, that's about all it's been so far. Sidney's kind of stalled a couple times.
And Sidney did have a nice pass play, and then they fumbled on the next play as they were deep in Greenville territory. Pass will be incomplete as the pressure put on Donovan Johnson.
And that is one thing too, is Greenville's defense has been really good so far. I mean, causing them 2 turnovers. And Sidney, though, very fortunate that Greenville has not capitalized off him at all. And again, that one big play that Donovan Johnson had earlier could have been intercepted. It was a very wobbly throw.
I'll tell you, Ryan Crampton put a shot on the Sidney ball carrier deep inside Sidney territory, and I thought that was going to get Greenville tied up, but it doesn't. And the Yellow Jackets avert a disaster that time, and now they've got the football. Johnson, he looks short, but he's going to run it. He'll go right side. Flag on the play, flags on the play. Johnson will pick up about 4, but we've got flags all over.
Yeah, signal and hold there. It looks like an obviously declined situation here for Greenville would bring up 4th down.
Holding against Sidney is the call.
They're trying to sort things out here. I believe it would be a decline situation here unless they want to go 4th and 20, but I think of Greenville, you want the ball back here.
There are 2 fouls on the offense. Holding, offense number 67. That penalty is declined. Holding, offense number 63. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, 4th down.
2 holds on the offensive line for Sidney.
Yeah.
Both are declined, so that makes it 4th and 10. Football at the 31. Here come the Yellow Jackets special teams in. And that means Carson Taylor will kick it away. He'll stand at his own 20-yard line. Long snapper is Miles Vordemark. So Vordemark will snap it to Taylor. Back deep is short for Greenville. Taylor's kick tries to get it away from short, hits at the 40. Nice roll. It's going to go inside the 30, and it'll be down there by Miles Vordemark, the man who snapped the football. Good hustle by Vordemark. And so Greenville will have it 1st and 10. Football is going to be at the 25, so nice punt by Carson Taylor.
And that was a nice little Sidney-friendly bounce it got there, too. Took a little roll there to give him about an extra 10 to 15 yards there. So Greenville going to set up shop at its own 25-yard line.
11:21 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Short in the backfield. Bush, the quarterback. In motion to the left side goes number 17. Short will get it, open territory. He's near midfield. He'll step out at the Greenville 46. Boy, there was one nice block on the edge there, and that opened it up for Brock Short, and he made the most of it.
Yeah, and it could be one block that really opens up that hole there, like you said, and gets Brock Short 21 yards. Again, nice job by the Greenville front. Coach Schmitz when we talked to him, talked about winning that battle up front is so big, especially to get that run game going. Again, we said they averaged 392 yards a game. So that front five is really important there for Greenville.
And the Yellow Jackets, I think, will jump. Took that extra step and made contact. Let's see how they call it, though.
I think that was on Evan Kennedy right there and Carson Rossier. They're going to call it 16. Zane Klein, who I don't even know was on the field. It wasn't even a defensive tackle there, but look at the winner quality meets replay. That wasn't even who they called, but anyway, an encroachment.
I don't think number 16 was on the field.
I didn't think so either.
Bush is going to throw it short, and with the catch is Million Bryant. He's going to set up a short yardage situation on second down, 2 yards for the first down. Football just inside the Yellow Jackets territory. Football resting just shy of the 46-yard line. Bush gives the play to his team. 1 receiver to the short side, 2 to the wide side. Short gets it straight ahead. He'll have the first down and a couple of extra yards as Brock Short gets the football.
Again, I just love this battle in the trenches between the Sidney front and Greenville has been really fun to watch, and it's a matchup that if you're following us live or watching on replay, will be fun to watch for the rest of the game.
Football at the 42 of Sidney. Bryant in motion, but Short will get it. Klein, Zane Klein with the tackle that time. They got number 46, Conley New. No gain on the play, so it's second down and 10. Football remains at the 42-yard line as Greenville being patient, trying to chew up time on the ground, and an effective runner in Brock Short. Bush, he looks to the left side. He's going long. There it is. Pass is incomplete, but there's going to be interference on Isaiah Clark. And Greenville will get a penalty there, or Sidney will have the penalty, and it's going to be deep inside. That's about the 13-yard line, Brandon.
Yeah, Sidney coach is not very happy with that, but I do agree with the call there. There was contact prior to the ball being made there when they were both looking at the ball. There was contact there by Isaiah Clark. As we get the explanation from our head referee, I do agree with that. That was the right call. And that's what I was waiting to say, and I was thinking that in the back of my mind is when you're going to see Greenville take a downfield shot. They got the one-on-one matchup on the outside that they liked and finally took that downfield shot, and they get benefited with a 15-yard penalty and a fresh set of downs.
That'll put the football at the 27-yard line. The Greenville receiver was trying to come back up, and I think that's when the interference occurred. Bush will keep it a yard or so as Bush at 6'4" dives forward, and that means he picked up probably close to 2 yards. They'll give him a yard on that, so the football rests at the 26, so it's second down and 9. Baumgartner goes to the left side, 2 receivers to the right side. Short will be behind the quarterback Bush, and he gets the handoff, tries to go to the outside. He finds room, and he's going to find the end zone. Brock Short, 26-yard touchdown run for Brock Short, and the junior running back from Greenville pulls his team to within 1 point, and now comes the all-important extra point.
Great job there by Greenville. If you look here on a winner quality meets replay, great push by the left side of the line. You see there's single man coverage up there on the top, and great push there. Once they get that hole, all he needs is one decent block on the edge, and he gets that from his wide receiver there, Alexander Baumgartner. sets the edge there and really lets Bush go through. Great job by Greenville as we get an encroachment, and they'll get half the distance to the goal in this extra point chip shot.
New had his hand on short, but by the time he broke out, that was it, and there was nobody else who was going to catch him. So the Greenville coach wanted that declined. Wanted the yeah, they're moving it back.
They have better special team, work on special teams.
Bart Schmitz was over there signaling, no, we don't want the penalty. Leave it where it was. Here comes Emery's extra point. Good hold. Kick looks good. Let's see if it is. It is, and we are tied with 8:44 to go here in the first half of football. Our score, the Sidney Yellow Jackets 7, the Greenville Green Waves 7. We'll be back right after this.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
8:44 to go here in the first half of play. Greenville has bounced back to tie it up at 7 here against Sidney on a big night for Yellow Jacket football. First, it's the battle for the Little Brown Jug, but we also cannot forget that at halftime there are going to be some celebrations, some presentations, and some recognition of the three teams, the 1968, 69, and 1970 Sidney Yellow Jacket teams that went 30-0 over those seasons, and quite a run by the Sidney football program. In fact, as you would say, it's probably the best period of football history that the Yellow Jackets have ever had, and some very convincing wins during that time. And we'll talk a little bit more at halftime about it, but it's quite a recognition. And, you know, Dave Ross, who's put a lot of work into this, dropped off all sorts of historical information on those teams, and he's one of the prime coordinators of the event. And just a tip of the hat to Dave for organizing a lot of this stuff. And he, of course, was a part of a couple of those teams, and a well-known radio voice for WMVR here in Sidney. Yellow Jackets trying to take the lead. A nice run there by Martez Harris. Harris, a bigger back for the Yellow Jackets, 5'9", 200 pounds.
Yeah, and we said really Sidney's known primarily through the air, but they get their first really big chunk play on the ground. And that was a nice job there by Martez Harris, just leaning his head down and getting into Greenville territory here. Sidney's offense has really stalled here in this first half. Haven't seen too many big plays. Maybe this is the start of something.
Harris, boy, he looks big and strong. He'll get it to the 30-yard line. And you know what's good about it from Sidney's prospect? He's hanging on to the football, too.
Exactly. Those two turnovers in the first quarter were pretty crucial. And Harris, again, just put his head down and went. And it was a great push up front there by Sidney. He had a big hole to run through. And now they're cooking in the 30-yard line of Greenville.
He'll get the call again. Powers forward. Green Wave stop him that time. Only a gain of about 2 yards, but Martez Harris at 5'9", 200 pounds. That's a tough guy to tackle.
Exactly, and at 5'9", 200 pounds, well built. We saw E.J. Davis in the backfield a lot, but now he's going out in the slot receiver position on the top of your screen.
Johnson talking to Harris. Johnson in the shotgun. Donovan Johnson, number 1. He'll take the snap, He'll go right side, caught there by Reynolds. Reynolds on the move. He'll get inside the 20-yard line. Nice pickup, nice play. Sidney now on the offense.
They do love running that little tunnel screen action right there. They get the ball out. It gets the ball out really quick too. When Donovan Johnson hasn't been connecting long down the field, but he gets it out really fast out there to Reynolds, who had the big catch earlier and is having a nice game here tonight.
Yeah, Reynolds at 6'3", good speed, good hands, good target for Johnson. Clock approaching 7 minutes on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Sidney looking to take the lead here. Johnson will keep it. He's got open room, and he's in the end zone. Running room for Johnson. And that's a touchdown as the cannon fires off at 6:53 to go in the first half. And Sidney has a 13-7 lead.
Just a great drive. Look here on Winter Quality Meets replay. They hadn't had much success with the quarterback run, but they get him to bite there. And a great push there by the middle of that line by Sidney to really create a good hole there for Donovan Johnson to go through. And a great response here by the Yellow Jackets to reclaim the lead.
Carson Taylor, extra point is up, and it's good. Yellow Jackets go back up by a score. Our score, 6:53 to go. First half of play, Sidney 14, Greenville 7. Will return right after this.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Back here at Sidney's Memorial Stadium, Yellow Jackets in impressive fashion have regained the lead 14-7. Martese Harris with 3 big runs, and then his quarterback Donovan Johnson takes it, I believe, 15 yards for pay dirt.
And we said the Sidney offense was struggling there, and Martese Harris was the answer there. A couple big runs there, a nice pass play to Reynolds, and again, Sidney very balanced that drive and well pieced together. Great response after Greenville ties the game up, and Sidney comes down and reclaims the lead. Great response there by Coach Dunge's squad.
Taylor boots it away. Short is going to have to field it in the end zone, so that means the Green Wave will have it at the 20-yard line. So 6:48 to go, and the football for the Green Wave will rest at the 20-yard line as Greenville coach Bart Schmitz talks to his team and sends his offensive unit on the field. Coach Schmitz has got some background in Versailles, playing on some state championship teams there under Coach Al Hetrick. Comes the keeper by Bush. He'll go outside. He'll get to the 30. Nice pickup, loose football, but I believe it's going to be whistled dead at about the 30.
And it looks like we got a couple Sidney players. Oh, nope, they get up there. But a nice run there on first down there. And I know that was a quick drive there by Sidney, but again, if you're Greenville, if you're Coach Schmidt's squad, you don't change anything up here. You stick with what was successful, and that's keeping the ball on the ground and trying to let your front guys up in the trenches go to work there and create holes for Brock Short.
11-yard gain that time for Hayden Bush, the big 6'4" Greenville quarterback. Short in the backfield. He'll get the football. He'll go left side across the 31, tries to go forward and will move across the 35 and fall forward to about almost the 38-yard line. That was a great run, considering there wasn't much there.
Yeah, and that's just what good runners do, is if there's holes not there, they create them on their own. And that was a great job by Short of putting his head down and going forward and getting 7 yards. Again, we said Sidney's key is to keep him under 5 yards of carry there, but he gets 7 right there.
2nd down and 3. Football at the Greenville 38. Bush, he's looking downfield. He puts it up, but the receiver's stopped. Intercepted.
I think he was out of bounds.
Incomplete.
He was out of bounds there.
Isaiah Clark had it. And Sidney head coach Adam Dunn just says, can I go to replay?
And we'll get a good look here on a winter quality. We'll see. I think he was out. I think his back foot probably dragged out.
Not sure if we can tell on this play. We're a little bit farther away. I don't know.
But there was a nice job on that play. Sidney took what Bush wanted there, is he wanted a little short pass, quick out on the bottom of your screen. It was nice defense there by Sidney. So Bush had to go to his second read, which was the long option, straight on the go route. And fortunately for Greenville, that Clark stepped out of bounds there.
The receiver stopped, and it didn't go.
Yes.
Like Hayden Bush was thinking. Bush will take the snap. He'll roll to his right, being chased. And number 78's going to come up with a big play. And who else but Jaden Swiger. Swiger with what, 2.5 sacks this season adds to that total.
Yep, he was second in the Miami Valley League coming into this game in sack total. And he gets his 3rd.5 sack of the year. We said he's been a force on the edge all year, was really a great job was really the main leader on the Sidney line last year. Brings in that senior experience. That's huge on 3rd and 3.
4th down and 9 as Nolan Curtis will kick it away. Good snap. Almost blocked there by Carter Elsner. It's going to roll inside the Sidney 30. Nice roll, and that's going to go dead at the 23-yard line. And boy, I'll tell you what, Carter Elsner came just about as close as you can to blocking that one.
Yeah, and that went from what could have been a disaster there for Greenville to a pretty good punt all the way down to the 23-yard line right there, about near one of our cameramen down there on the field where we can see up in the press box. And Sidney, again, going to have to see how they respond after they piece together their best offensive drive of the night.
4:45 to go, first half of football. Glad you're along here on NKTelco Sports. Exciting football from Sidney Memorial Stadium. Yellow Jackets up by 7. Martez Harris in the backfield. He'll get, well, Johnson will keep it, and he'll go across the 25-yard line. Crampton had a hand on him, but 2 other teammates brought him down.
Nice little straight run again there. Really mixing in a lot of design quarterback runs. It hasn't been the most effective way to run the ball here for Sidney, but they did score on that touchdown there, and they only get 3 yards there on 1st down.
Johnson looks to the sidelines. There's the signal. Harris will go to the right side. He looks at his wrist. There's the snap. Harris is going to get it. He's got room. He's across the 30, but flags all over the place. Harris will go to 37-yard line, but you got to believe there was a hold in there on the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah,
Yep.
The hole looks so big there. I think there are a couple guys on the pile. It might be Evan Kennedy there. Could be one of the guys that I believe that might get called on. It's one of the guys that's at the bottom of the pile. And that is the guy there, Evan Kennedy, who did get the hold. That's why the hole there was so big for Martez Harris, was that hold, as you saw 4 players on the ground there, and that was the reason, was because of that hold.
Harris really had the running room that time, but the penalty goes against the Jackets. Ball goes all the way back to the 16-yard line. So now it's going to make 2nd down and 17. Clock goes under 4 minutes on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Johnson. Harris will get the call, but this time Ryan Crampton for Greenville. He's a heck of a little linebacker.
He's got a nose for the ball, especially at being, what do we say, 150, 160 pounds, being really technically undersized, especially playing in the Miami Valley League. Has a nose for that football, has done a nice job. I mean, he has a forced fumble too tonight as well.
He's done a great job for the Green Wave. It's 3rd down and 18, clock counting down. It's kind of funny. The play comes in and they all look at their wrists.
Modern evolution, right?
Yeah.
We asked the 30-0 guys how they got their play calls.
That's right. Johnson over the middle, wide open. E.J. Davis says, oh, I want that one over again.
And that's what you talk about on short little routes like that. You heard Joel Klatt talking about it last night in the Ohio State game, is hitting the receivers in stride. You want to hit them right on the frame. It was a great throw by Donovan Johnson right over the middle, and Davis just couldn't corral it in.
So that means the Yellow Jackets will have the football at the 15, and that means they'll have to punt it away. So Greenville will come up with good field position, or at least they should, with 2:55 on the clock. Kick is away. Taylor's kick is short inside Sidney territory. It's going to roll to the 49-yard line, where Miles Vordermark will down it. So Greenville will have great field position, football at the 49-yard line.
It's a chance here too for Greenville. Short field, 2:36 to go. They get the ball after halftime here too. So Greenville, a big opportunity to seize momentum going into the break here.
I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school football on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Thursday, September the 9th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, September the 11th at 10 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. You can watch this one on those dates on NKTelco. Good contest here in the first half. Of course, as we've said frequently here in the first half, it's the anniversary, the 50th anniversary of the 3 unbeaten seasons, 68, 69, and 70 here at Sidney. Short bobbles it. It's on the floor. He tries to recover. Sidney feels they have it, and so the officials will agree. And Sidney will get a big break at 2:30 to go here in the first half of play.
Miles Vordermark coming up with the ball there. Again, it was just a nice little speed option pitch to the outside there, and it must have just been a miscommunication between Bush and Brock Short. It hit Short right in the chest where it needed to go. It had to be some sort of miscommunication, and that's the last thing you wanted to see if you're Coach Schmitz. A chance to seize momentum going into halftime really has turned on its head now.
Well, let's see what the Yellow Jackets can do. Clock under 20 seconds on the play clock. Harris will go in motion to the left side. Johnson looks that way. He'll roll that way, but there's pressure there. He'll throw it downfield. It's going to be incomplete. Closest player around is Greenville's Brock Short. Take a look at that fumble for Greenville.
I think just
a little bit off.
Just
a little bit behind you.
Timing a little off there between Bush and Short.
Of course, our replays tonight brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. Julia Spradling, the freshman, will come in, and Marteze Harris will go out. So Spradling will be in the backfield. What do you think, Brandon?
Maybe a different look here. Maybe watch on a check down here. Or a little decoy.
Johnson will keep it. He'll go across 45. Oh, gets to the 45 and then gets hit back.
Got suplexed in the ground there by Brock Short.
Well, Spradling's listed as a quarterback on the rosters, so you know.
And he gets used as a decoy right there, which is something to do too. You pick up on the substitution there, and they do another design run there, fake the pitch and go right up the gut to pick up 5 yards.
3rd down and 5. Johnson set to take the snap. Spradling will stand next to him. Clock under 1:40 to go, as you see it there on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, and we're going to have a timeout here. Sidney will take that timeout with 1:35 to play. Timeouts sponsored by Precision Strip. Our score, Sidney Yellow Jackets 14, Greenville 7. We'll return right after this.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. NKTelco partners with local companies by providing business class internet, phone, TV, support, and more. Our advanced system delivers the speed you need with enhanced reliability and support. Running a business is tough. Contact NKTelco and let our expert team give you a hand.
Back here at Sidney's Memorial Stadium, there you see the score. There you see some happy Sidney Yellow Jacket fans. Look at that, Brock Who, right?
Yeah, but
love it. That's great.
and that's just some friendly banner there again. This battle for the little brown jug, just kind of like Minnesota and Michigan up here, or should I say that team up north. But again, a nice little battle here between these two friendly MVL rivals.
This game normally took place late in the season, but
Normally, yes.
they moved it up to earlier so they could play in some better weather. Johnson with the throw. It's going to be caught there by Clark, but the
He's
football
down.
is loose, but they're going to rule it down, much to the chagrin of the Greenville players. Clock is still counting.
You want that momentum before halftime, too. After Greenville, you turn the ball over, you want to return the favor right away.
Johnson comes up close. Did he get the first down?
Both sides are trying to plead their case here. If he did it, it had to be on the second push, but I don't think they got it. Looks like they're signaling fourth down.
Greenville will get the football. Sidney does not get it. And Sidney Yellow Jacket coaching staff really doesn't believe that, but that's the rule. Well, you can take a look at it. It's at the ball's just right at the 40.
Well, they really went fast there under center. They were trying to see if they could catch Greenville to jump right away or catch them off guard just to get that 1 yard they needed, but it didn't work. Greenville did a real nice job there being lined up and ready. Donovan Johnson bounced off his initial block, still couldn't get around the edge there for the first down. So nice hold there by the Green Wave.
Greenville, let's see what they can do in the final minute plus of this one. Short, simple play and a nice pickup in on the stop for the Yellow Jackets. Number 25, Griffin Moore. Another tackle for Moore, who's having a nice game for the Yellow Jackets tonight. Under a minute to go. Bush looks downfield. He'll roll to his left. Nobody's open. He's going to run it. He's picking up yardage. Gets a pop from Bradley Douglas, number 70, I believe.
With two and Jaden Swiger in there on
Or is
the
that
tackle.
Jaden Swiger? Excuse me.
He's all over the field, too. He does a phenomenal job there. A defensive lineman tracking down the quarterback like that. Really nice run there by Swiger over there to help in on the tackle. But a great game by Bush, too, here.
Greenville takes the timeout. Timeouts all brought to you this year by Precision Strip. Our score, Sidney 14, Greenville 7. We'll be back right after this.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Greenville takes the timeout. 44 seconds remain here in the first half of play. Sidney with a touchdown lead. Greenville has the football at their 43-yard line, or at the Sidney 43. New quarterback. Here comes the pitch. It's short. They're going to go with an option, but they're throwing it into heavy territory, and there's going to be a penalty marker.
That's defensive pass interference there, right there on Jai Wheeler there, who is clearly all over. I don't know, the side judge did not get that. The back judge threw the flag. Good call there, I believe, there by the back judge, and that's going to be a fresh set of downs, I believe. I believe it's defensive pass interference.
Ryan's, it's going to go against Greenville. It's going to go against the receiver.
Excuse me to any of the Sidney fans listening. Yeah. It's hard from where we're looking at. Excuse me, Sidney fans that are listening to this broadcast.
Ryan Staver, number 38, the sophomore quarterback, with the toss, and Baumgartner will be guilty of the offensive pass interference. Well, let's just look at it one more time, and let's take a closer look. Here you see Short, who has thrown one other pass this season. Good pressure. Short gets it down there, but he's throwing it right in the middle of everyone.
Boy, pretty tough. That's about the same point of our replay where I looked at and I saw the end there, so that's probably why I assumed it was on Sidney.
Could just be an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
Bush, he'll dump it off to Short, but Sidney's defense collapses, but they let him get loose, and he's still on his feet, still in bounds. He's at the 23 with 24 seconds left. And they're going to rule he went out of bounds down at the, 23-yard line.
Yeah, right down to the 23, a great
Or the
great
clock
game.
would have been running. Let's take a look at this one. What a great little short pass. They set it up pretty well. Here comes Short. Right there's where I thought they had him. But Short gets away. Let's see if he steps out. Going for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. Clock at 16 seconds.
Now this is really where Hayden Bush is going to have to step up here. You're going to have to see the play calling, get creative. Let's see if they're going to try to get the ball in the hands of Brock Short in any way. As Short, see, he's actually going toward the sideline. They're going to take him out on this play. And you got Ryan Crampton coming in the ball game.
So Short will go out with 16 seconds.
Greenville's still got one timeout to work with as well.
Crampton will be the back in the backfield. Hayden Bush, the quarterback, at 6'4". Looking for the end zone. 17's wide open. Nobody is on him. Touchdown, Greenville. Number 17 is Jack Royer, who was in the game earlier, but no one picked Royer up as he looped along the Greenville sidelines. So the touchdown pass to Royer makes it a 1-point contest.
And that's an easy pitch and catch there. They also had a wide open receiver on the bottom of your screen too. I don't know who that was. I think it might have been Dominic Baker there on the bottom of your screen, who was the other one who was wide open as well. So a complete breakdown in the Sidney secondary, an easy pitch and catch for Baker. And we're an extra point away from a tie score.
Ernst kick up, it's good. And with 9 seconds to go here in the first half, our score, Sidney 14, Greenville 14. We'll be back right after this.
The date is set. The lake has been chosen. It's time to sign up for the 2nd annual Brush Pile Fishing Veterans Tournament. Proceeds from this event will benefit Save a Warrior and the Travis Mills Foundation. Both organizations focus on helping veterans live the best life they possibly can by treating their physical and psychological traumas. Visit brushpilefishing.com to register or to learn how to donate.
There you see the Sidney sidelines, a little bit more quiet than the last time that we showed you them. 9 seconds remain here in the first half as Greenville strikes with a big touchdown pass, as Bush finds Royer in the end zone, number 17, and Greenville, along with the extra point, ties it up.
Yeah, and really just tough if you're Sidney there, trying to go into halftime here. You know, you get that penalty, you get that 4th and short, and that really changes the momentum. You get that 4th and short, you might melt the clock down, and Greenville doesn't have that possession, but Greenville gets the stop, they'll get the ball after halftime here. And if Sidney can't do anything, you imagine they just knee it and go into halftime.
Ernst will kick it off. He's number 23. Of course, Yellow Jackets have returned one already for a touchdown, as Julius Spradling did that. They're going to bounce this one. Short squib kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 18, and off to the races we go. As nice return there by Jai Wheeler, but that's going to be the final play of the first half, I do believe. Of course, we want to put 1 second back on the clock.
Again, just to take away from Sidney's rushing total.
So we put 1 second back on the clock. How about that? 1 second on the clock, and we are tied at 14 all in the Yellow Jackets. Let's see what they'll do here on the final play. I would imagine they'll just take a knee, but there you see the offense. Johnson takes the snap, takes the knee. That will end it. So the first half of football is over, and our score, the Sidney Yellow Jackets 14 and the Greenville Green Wave 14. And halftime tonight, all sorts of activities going on in addition to the usual musical performances by the two bands. The 30th anniversary of the 3 unbeaten seasons in a row by the Sidney Yellow Jackets, and on the field there's going to be some recognition of those players that are in attendance as the public address announcer begins to set up the program for that. And I hear the music, and you can too as well.
And really trying to take us back. I was going to say, House of the Rising Sun.
Well, that's number one. And what, 1968 or what? 69 or 70? I guess I should know, shouldn't I?
You might.
But there you see some of the members of those great teams moving forward. And we're going to stay right here and record history a second time. They have a great program here tonight, commemorating the Little Brown Jug game, and it's the headline reads on it, 30-0, a special time in Sidney. And on the front cover of the program tonight, they've got a photo of head coach Dave Haynes, Steve Williams, the MVP in 1968, John Wiggins, the MVP in 1969, and Mike Flanagan, the MVP in 1970. And I'll tell you, Brandon and I were talking before the contest. I was fortunate to see Sidney in that era play about 4 times. And I'll tell you, John Wiggins, in my mind, was one of the most phenomenal running backs of his time. And he went on to Miami, went on to play at Miami University and had a very successful college career as well. But
and talk about John Wiggins, played at Miami. Steve Williams also played at Miami. Mike Flanagan played over for Coach Lee Corso over in Bloomington, Indiana. Also played baseball over there. As a look at some stats from the 1968 season.
Yeah, you see the record, and now you see some of the different things that the 1968 team accomplished. You know, and back then there was no playoffs, so the state rankings were really what the judge of the seasons were in that time and era.
Again, they weren't able to have this last year due to COVID-19 restrictions, so it's kind of a little bit of a delayed celebration, so adds a little extra to it.
John Wiggins, 1969. I think I saw him account for, it felt like 500 yards rushing in 2 games.
And again, too, it's always good to celebrate your past, to remember it, to rejoice it, and that's what keeps a good program going, is to enjoy your success and celebrate it at any chance you get.
And it was in 1972, Tom Asbury, Mark Coach, Bob Osborne, Dave Ross.
There's Dave Ross, our good friend.
And credit him for putting this together, too. He gave us a lot of info there on this team. You know, I read his weekly column there in the Sidney Daily News. He does a lot to promote Sidney football, so credit to him, and he's done a really good job of making this happen, and we're happy and privileged that he let us join in on this celebration to recognize his amazing team.
Yeah, you see some of the stats and accomplishments during those 3 seasons. There you see all of those that They came back for the reunion of the three 1968, 1969, 1970 teams. And what a nice reunion by the Yellow Jackets. And, you know, head coach Dave Haynes had some very powerful teams during that time. As you can see them walking off the field. Great moments in Sidney football, that is for sure. 1970 season, I think, you know, they kept on getting better and better and better. That's
there's
10 in a row.
And there's a pretty good coach quote we had too by Coach Haynes as well.
Yes, very nice quote here that we saw in one of the programs we thought was appropriate for the season. There you see it. I'm just going to read it. And this came from Coach Dave Haynes back in 1970. I never thought that I would be unhappy to end a season, but I am sorry to see this one come to an end. Whenever the time comes this evening, when the senior members are presented to you and the final farewell appearance, I too will feel the emotional impact with you in realizing that these 20 seniors will never again appear in a Sidney football uniform. They have been responsible for giving us the finest years in Sidney's football history. How fortunate all of us should feel to have had them for the past 3 years. They will be replaced, but they will never be forgotten. And that particular group of players, those 20 seniors, went all through junior high football up through the varsity ranks and never lost a football game. And to quote the Sidney football history book, the seniors finishing perfect careers included Bob Osborne, Andy Dunham, Doug Spillers, Mike Breakount, Bob Leidy, Dave Leisner, Tom Ratterman, Bruce Williams, Bob Lonsberry, Randy Cotner, Darrell Childs, Steve Wells, Gary Corbin, Steve Ferry, Dennis Powell, Randy McCracken, Larry Harp, Bruce Dickman, Mike Flanagan, and Darrell Ellis. What a way. Those 20 seniors never lost a football game at Sidney. But tonight, a very appropriate tribute to, and on 30-0 field, the three teams of 1968, 69, and 70. We'll take a break now as the Greenville Marching Band is on the field. Our halftime score, and we've got an excellent contest here tonight. The Sidney Yellow Jackets 14, Greenville 14. We'll be back right after this.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sidney and Walpaw, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sidney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Back here at Sidney, the Yellow Jackets and the Greenville Green Wave knotted up at 14 all. And time to take a look at our halftime stats, brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Brandon.
Thanks, Dave. And stats, really 203 total yards there for Greenville. We talked about that potent rushing attack there. Credit Sidney here. Through the first couple weeks, we were saying how deadly Greenville is on the ground, averaging 392 rush yards a game, only 125 yards to the first half, 78 through the air, 12 first downs. Greenville moving the ball really well. One turnover there by Greenville. On Sidney's side, 119 total yards, balance between the rush and the pass, 6 first downs and 2 fumbles in the first half. Again, the stats a little skewed there. Even though the scores even, Sidney did return the opening kickoff. We said the offense kind of sputtered there a little bit after Greenville tied it up on a Brock Short touchdown run. They came and rumbled down with a couple nice runs there by Martez Harris there, and ultimately capped off by a 15-yard touchdown run by Donovan Johnson. So Greenville going to get the ball to start the second half, scoring late to tie it up here, and now has a chance to seize some momentum with having the ball here. And they haven't had the little brown jug in a couple of years, and they want it really bad, Dave.
And you know, it's ironic. The big play of this game, or at least in my mind from Sidney's perspective, is Julius Spradling's kickoff return, which, if you remember, Greenville deferred and had to kick it off so they could get the ball in the second half. Had they not done that, that touchdown could have been entirely different. Of course, that's
easier
up in the air. You know, that's a lucky kind of play. Here's the return. A short will get it up to the 25-yard line. And so Greenville will have the football. And in the second half of tonight's game, we'll have an opportunity with a scoring drive here to take the lead.
Yeah, really the first time you would see the Green Wave has the potential to really take the momentum for themselves here. It's really been Sidney from the get-go really has had the momentum. And then when Greenville fumbled the ball late in that half, when they were down 14-7, they lost it there for a second, got that 4th and 1 stop, and didn't allow Donovan Johnson to gain that 1 yard. Comes down, scores to tie it up right before half, and puts us into a deadlock here. And it should be fun, exciting second half here at 30-0 field.
Royer in motion. He caught a pass. Short will get the call, and the Sidney defense, familiar with Brock Short, will collapse on him as they'll pick up 3 yards.
Short had 16 carries for 92 yards on the ground here.
So that makes it 2nd down and 7, football at the 28-yard line.
Again, thinking of Sidney, you know, they honored the 30-0 field team on the field here during halftime. Watched last night, 2018 alum Isaiah Bowser playing for University of Central Florida last night, had over 100 yards in their win over Boise State.
Yeah, Bowser had a great game, big win too. Short will take the pitch this time, and he's going to go outside, and that's why they tried it again. He's got running room. He's at the 40 into Sidney territory, and he'll be brought down
35, it seems like.
At the 35-yard line of Sidney. And it's a 1st and 10, and the Green Wave are moving on this one.
He goes over 100 yards here on the night. 37-yard run there by Brock Short. Nice little pitch. That's the same type play where he fumbled the ball late in the first half, and Greenville executes right there.
And you can see why they came back with the play. Boy, Short speed to that short side of the field. Tremendous.
And we're going to have an encroachment penalty there, right there on Evan Kennedy. He had a crucial holding penalty there in the first half, and he's going to get subbed out here.
So the football goes to the 30-yard line. Take a look at that play one more time on our Winners Quality Meets replay. So it's 1st down and 5. They'll go to the short man as Swiger will make the tackle on Nolan Curtis.
The main cog of the defense meets the main cog of the offense there. Jaden Swiger moves so well for a defensive lineman, is really quick there, and did a nice job there to collapse there on Brock Short.
There you see the Sidney defense. Approaching 10 minutes to go on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Football at the 30-yard line. Short in the backfield, Royer in motion. As Short will try and move it inside the 30, but the yards grudgingly there, given up grudgingly by the Sidney defense. They'll mark it at the 28 though, so that'll make it 3rd down and 3.
I think another little run here by Short, and obviously you think 4 down territory here for Greenville if you don't get it.
Bush will keep it. He'll have the 1st down, and there comes a flag. Be short of the 1st down, actually.
They're signaling holding too.
Penalty will most likely go against Greenville. Trying to go against number 73, Chase Drew, one of the offensive linemen for Greenville. Isn't that nice for offensive linemen? The only time you get to mention them is on a penalty or something like that.
Exactly. The big silent men up front. But this makes a situation where Sidney can dial up pressure here. You have to make Bush step back and pass and meet you. The Sidney coverage needs to be perfect here.
Bush straight back this time. Here comes the pressure. He'll move upfield, and it's incomplete. Intended there for Dominic Baker. I'll tell you, number 63, Hayden Cottrell, really put the pressure on for Sidney.
Yeah, and that was a nice job there too, getting that pressure out there initially. Nice job of Bush by evading the pressure just right through the hands there of Dominic Baker there, the letter winner from as a senior, excuse me, won a letter last year. So experience returning, and it looks like they're going to keep it on the field for 4th and 9.
Bush will talk to his hard-running back and Short, and back he goes. Here comes the pressure. Downfield, it's going to be incomplete.
Nice play there by Isaiah Clark. He had a defensive pass interference call in the 1st half that was crucial there against Sidney on that drive. I believe Greenville ended up scoring on that drive. Nice job there as you look here on the Winter Quality Meets replay. And that was a great pressure too, coming off the edge there by Wyatt Diddley there as well.
A good defense there by Clark, and that will give Sidney the football. And so Greenville started out well on that first drive of the 2nd half, but now the Sidney offense will come onto the field. Yellow Jackets and Greenville, little brown jug at stake. We're tied at 14. This time Harris finds no running room, and number 39 again, Ryan Crampton, in on the stop.
And again, that's something Greenville had to adjust to too. And that Sidney offense was stalling. We see Harris get more carries there, and it helped result in that Sidney touchdown drive. And I'm sure when the Greenville coaches went in at halftime, they talked about adjusting to Harris. We had 4 carries for 40 yards in the 1st half.
Johnson will take the snap for the Yellow Jackets. Fakes to Harris. Davis will have it at the 30. He'll go forward across the 35 to near the 38-yard line.
First catch of the night there for Mitchell Davis, the 6'4" sophomore, bringing up 3rd down here.
Harris will go to the right side as Sidney will flank 3 players to the right side and 2 to the short side, so that leaves Johnson alone in the backfield. Senior quarterback calls the signals, takes the snap, looks right, he's going long. Reynolds got it. Sam Reynolds, beautiful play and a nice catch by Reynolds. What a good pitch and catch for the Yellow Jackets.
That was easily the best ball that Johnson has thrown all night. That ball came off like a dart off his hands quickly. He got it out fast, and Reynolds, who's been the best receiver all night, out on the edge, out in one-on-one coverage, just threw it up there and hoped he got it, and he threw it right where Reynolds was in stride.
Nice timing play for the Yellow Jacket. Johnson trying to scramble, but maybe got back to the line of the scrimmage.
Ty Bush there on the stop there on first down there for Greenville. He's been everywhere tonight on the field for the Green Wave. He's had a really nice game. I feel like we've seen him in on every tackle as we're looking on the Winter Quality Meets replay on the catch there by Reynolds.
Right on the money.
That was a beautiful throw.
Second down and 10. Yellow Jackets on the move. Football at the 28. Harris to the right. He'll come back over. He'll get the handoff from Johnson. Harris stretching it out. Good defense there as Million Bryant came up from his cornerback spot, linebacker spot, and made the tackle.
And Harris tried to drag that out for as long as he could. Couldn't really find an edge. Could not find a crease there to get drawn out here. We're about halfway through this third quarter already. Time moving fast here. Again, each one possession each for both teams here so far. And this little brown jug, again, Greenville trying to take away from Sidney. Sidney's had this rivalry the past couple of years, has kept the little brown jug away from the Green Wave.
Johnson stands at the 32. Harris will go to the right side for the short pass. Johnson looks long, looking for inside the 10, but pass is going to be incomplete and out of bounds up from there at about the 15. Good defense by Greenville, as when Johnson rolled out, there was no one open. So that means the special teams, looks like the kicking unit's going to come on, Brandon, so going to have a field goal attempt.
And it would be about a 44-yarder, I believe, from where they're at on the field.
It's going to be a good size field goal. Johnson will be the holder, remember that. And Carson Taylor, number 90, will try and boot this one.
They're going to put Brock Short back too to try to retrieve it in case of a miss.
Third field goal of the season. It's going to be short, and it sends it in the end zone. So Taylor's kick is short, and it will go into the end zone. So that means Greenville will take over at the 20-yard line. So on their second possession, I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school football on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Thursday, September 9th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, September the 11th at 10 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Greenville, 1st and 10, football at their 20-yard line. They were able to threaten on their first possession of the second half. Short gets the call. Left side, off to the races. He'll get it to about the 38-yard line.
Seems like as this game goes on, Short gets more and more effective. You know, Sidney had him bottled up early in the game there as we got a player down for Sidney.
Conley knew with that stop, we've got a break in the action with 5:35 to go in the third quarter. Our score, Sidney 14, Greenville 14. We'll be back right after this.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Allglaze and Sidney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
We're back. There you see number 5, Isaiah Clark for the Yellow Jackets. I think it may have just been a cramp. At least that's what it appears to us uneducated medical experts up here, right, Brandon?
Yeah, and he was just getting his leg stretched out there, and that's what we saw a lot of in the first 2 weeks. It seemed like with the extremely hot weather, it's a crisp, cool night here, and it's perfect football weather in the state of Ohio. I wish we could have this every Friday. It feels good. Dave, I know you brought your jacket here, so we know fall's right around the corner.
That's right, and I'm sure we'll have it. I don't have to wear it, but I've got it. And
it's Labor Day weekend, so
we're up a little bit here.
Yeah.
And there's a wonderful breeze that can roar through the press box.
And we got another Sidney player down here.
Another player down for the Yellow Jackets with 5:16 to go here in the third quarter of play, though everybody's up now. As the Adam Dungus, the head coach for Sidney, talks to a couple of his defensive players. The trainer and staff come off. Greenville looking at 2nd and 10, football to 37. Glad you're along here on NKTelco Sports. Quite a special evening here at Sidney Memorial Stadium. The battle for the Little Brown Jug and the 50th anniversary of the 30-0 streak here on the 30-0 field. So big night here in Sidney.
Yeah, that movement up there on Ty Bush there, number 61, right there, the center, or actually, excuse me, the right guard, Ty Bush there with the movement.
2nd down and 15. Football now at the 32. Bush is going to throw it, looking along the sidelines. Boy, it's going to be incomplete.
That was a wobbly throw right in about triple coverage there. A little bit of incidental contact there. No flag called. It was an underthrown and uncatchable ball, but 3rd and 15 coming up here too.
Looks like there was a lot of contact by everyone, but incomplete pass. Clock will stop at 4:46 on the First National Bank first scoreboard. Again, 2 teams kind of settling in now.
Yeah, again, the big thing is for Sidney, too, Brock Short has become more and more effective as the game has gone on. We've seen why he's one of the top players in the Miami Valley. You got to get him, keep Greenville off schedule. It'll make Short more effective and have to make Bush drop back and pass.
Here comes the short pass to Short out in the open, trying to make a move. He's at the 35, but Sidney's defense will collapse around him as Clark makes a nice open field play for the Yellow Jackets.
And really, too, there was one play in the first half where they dumped off a little pass to him, a little check down to Brock Short, and he got a big gain there, too. Nobody accounted for him on the Sidney defense on that play. There they had 3 Sidney players running the ball. Nice job there by the Yellow Jackets to force a green wave punt.
Curtis is going to punt, but we've got to stop in the play.
They had too many men on the field, I believe.
Sidney will take a timeout. 4:08 to go here in the third quarter. Our score: Sidney 14, Greenville 14. We'll be back right after this.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
There you see Sidney Memorial Stadium on a beautiful fall evening as Greenville will punt it away. Curtis will stand at the 25-yard line of Greenville. Good snap. Here comes the rush. They got it this time. Partially blocked. Number 3, Carter Elsner, who almost had it before earlier in the game.
And watch Coach Dungus on the sidelines trying to signal to the referee where that ball went out. He's saying there's about a 5-yard difference there. But right there, that was Carter Elsner again on that pressure. There was a play in the first half where they almost got that punt blocked there, but that's a game-changing play on special teams. Sidney's special teams really helping out and making a big difference tonight to keep them in this ball game.
Good field position. He'll have it right at midfield, so let's see what the Yellow Jackets can do. 4 minutes or so to go. Third quarter action. Yellow Jackets opened the season with a 20-14 loss at Bellefontaine, and then came back in MVL play and lost 45-7 to Tippecanoe. Harris, right side, got some room. He'll go deeper into Greenville territory to about the 43-yard line.
Harris has done a nice job really setting the tone there when Sidney's offense was really sputtering, really getting that. He's a really good downhill runner, just putting his head down and going. Now, I'm going to be anxious to see if they take a shot downfield here with Reynolds here sometime soon. Maybe not here on second down and short, but maybe sometime there as he's matched up right there with Brock Short. That'll be an interesting matchup to see at the top of your screen.
Harris alongside Johnson. He'll try to follow Harris, but the Green Wave will read it, and he's going to be close, but I don't believe he's going to make the first down.
You know, the quarterback run has not been very effective for Sidney tonight either. A lot of, coming into the half, it was only 9 rush attempts for 27 yards for Donovan Johnson. So Greenville has done a really nice job of bottling up the quarterback run and not letting that be another dimension to Sidney's offense. Their rushing by average has been ranking near below the bottom of the Miami Valley League, while again the passing is on one of the top ends of the spectrum of the Miami Valley League.
Greenville 0-2 on the season. Losses to Eaton 32-18 and 49-41 to Stebbins, as Harris will get the call and trying to get that first down.
And who else? Ryan Crampton with the tackle.
They're going to mark it just a little bit short of that first down marker, if I'm looking at this correctly. So now it's going to be fourth down. 4th down and 2. Yellow Jackets right up to the line right away. Harris is off to the left side. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Johnson's going to do the short dump pass to Davis. That will get him the first down. Mitchell Davis, 6'4" sophomore, pulls it down and gets that first down for the Yellow Jackets. Clock rolling, or should be.
Again, I'm thinking there's some time where you got to take a shot there with Reynolds up at the top of your screen there with Short.
Now Reynolds has definitely been the key player. Here comes the blitz. Johnson under all sorts of pressure, but gets it off to Harris.
And there it was. Again, great Greenville pressure there. He had to dump it off quick to Harris for a couple yards. At least they got something out of that great Greenville pressure.
Nolan Curtis, the linebacker, he shot the gap, and Johnson eluded him and dumped the pass off to Harris. And it's going to be only a gain of a yard or so. You can see the pressure. Nice replay there. Johnson fakes it to Harris. He's going to run left. He'll get to the 35. So that's a pickup of about, what, 3 yards? It's going to be about 3rd down and 6.
Quarterback run there. Just still hasn't been there much there for the Yellow Jackets here tonight. And really gets Greenville into an interesting situation here. Let's see how many guys they send if they send a blitz here.
Number 8, Blake Kaiser, joins Sam Reynolds out on the right side for Sidney. Johnson's looking for Reynolds now. Almost intercepted there by Million Bryant. Bryant, who's got 1 interception already this season, almost had number 2 there, and that's going to make it a 4th down for Sidney.
Yeah, they just try to do a quick little speed out there to Reynolds there to try to get him involved. And I was talking a couple plays before and try to get him the ball on maybe a go route, but he's matched up there with Brock Short, the all-purpose player. And here again, 4th and 6.
4th down play. 63 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Johnson straight back, looking over the middle. Now he scrambles right side. He's going to try to get it to Reynolds, and does, and has the first down on fourth down. Big time play for the Yellow Jackets.
E.J. Davis there making the catch, going up there and holding on to it, and did a really nice job there. A nice job there by Donovan Johnson to throw on the run as we take a look here on a Winter Quality Meats replay.
Nice catch there by E.J. Davis. Johnson, it goes to the right side. There's the completion to Davis. Harris, poor snap, but Johnson will pick it up and scramble forward. He'll get it inside the 20. Couple of bounce snap that time to Johnson, so he wisely scooped it up and moved it forward. Makes it second down and 7, pickup of 3 yards. Dominic Baker enters the game for Greenville at this one of the defensive back spots, what I'd call the safety spot. There you see the Yellow Jackets. That's going to be the end of our third quarter. We move on to the final 12 minutes of play, and our score: Sidney 14, Greenville 14. We'll be back right after this.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Back here at Sidney, there you see the Yellow Jackets sideline. Huddled up on offense. As we've said throughout the night, a beautiful evening for football. There you see the Greenville Green Wave across the way. From our vantage point in the final 12 minutes of play, and you know, suddenly this game has become a defensive battle.
Yeah, and it's really kind of been that way the whole night. You come in and, you know, Greenville averaging almost 600 yards a game as a total offense. Sidney, one of the Donovan Johnson, second in the NBL in pass yards, and you really think it was going to be an offensive battle, and it thought it was going to be a high-scoring affair from the first play of the game, getting a kickoff return for a touchdown, but ever since that, it really has been the strengths of the defense, and it's been impressive to watch.
Second down and 7. Johnson looks to his right, 2 receivers on the short side and 2 to the wide side. He'll go to the short side. He'll get it to Reynolds. Reynolds, there's going to be a flag.
It's going to be a hold on E.J. Davis on Brock Short there. He got right outside the pads, a real clear hold there, right there by the sideline official. And E.J. Davis, a mistake there that's going to cost the Jackets 10 yards. A pretty clear hold there, right outside the pads. I mean, that's a textbook hold call there.
He doesn't believe it though, Brandon.
I'm sure he doesn't, but you don't want to. And he was trying to, you know, it was Brock Short he was blocking there. He knew the power of Short, the two-way player, and just trying to create a hole there.
That was a great call too. Get the ball in the hands of Reynolds. He's fast, and
he's been the best receiver, I think, offensive threat here for the Jackets. Overall, the best skill position guy to go to.
You see Hayden Cottrell, number 63, number 67, Thomas Seibert. As we mentioned, a couple of offensive linemen.
Absolutely, give the big boys some love.
That's right. Sam Reynolds, that short side. Harris in the backfield. Johnson will go to the long side, and he'll throw an incompletion intended that time for Isaac Clark. So that'll stop the clock with 11:34 to play in this one.
It'd be about a 43-yard field goal from where they're at right now. If they don't get 3rd and 13, they attempted a 44-yard field goal to earlier in the third quarter, actually. or was it the first half? Maybe I'm forgetting, but they missed it. Carson Taylor missed it by a pretty wide margin here, so a good shot for four down territory here if you're Coach Dunges. May look for something over the middle. They've gone out on the perimeter a lot here too.
Johnson, he'll take the snap. Here comes the blitz. Over the middle, incomplete, intended for E.J. Davis.
And just as I say, look for something over the middle there, right there, but the Greenville pressure getting there.
A Green Wave, they rolled the dices and sent the linebacker in, and Johnson, like you said, put her over the middle and just could not quite connect. And hey, we're going to try another field goal. What do you think, Brandon?
And again, it's a 43-yarder, so.
This is a big-time kick.
And Taylor was well short there, barely reached the end zone last time. They're going to put Brock Short back there. You know, maybe an Alabama-Auburn potential situation, but we'll see.
Boy, that would be something, wouldn't it?
That would be something.
Here comes the snap. Kick is up. He's got the leg, and did he get it?
He did, I believe. Nope. Oh.
Just to the right. He had the distance by plenty.
That was a
wow.
boom.
I can see now why they tried it.
Yeah, because he was well short on that first one, and he really made up for it on that one, but he just missed by a little bit.
He could have kicked that one from an easy 10 yards back.
Oh,
the accuracy.
Easily.
In fact, if it was positioned a little different, perhaps he would have made that one. Boy, he put a charge into that one, and it's just goes to the right. So Greenville will take over at the 20-yard line, and the field goal try goes astray, and we are still tied at 14-all. Bush, the quarterback. Brock Short in the backfield. It's going to be a pitch to Short. They try to get him to the outside. Davis misses him. He's still on his feet. He's going to be near that first down. I think he stepped out just shy of it, but Short is a tough man to bring down. 5'8", 155-pound junior. So that's good news for Greenville fans.
Absolutely.
Bush in motion comes Royer. Poor snap, but Short will pick it up, and Jackets have hands on the man, but they can't bring him down. And finally, Isaiah Clark with the tackle, tripped up by another Sidney teammate in the meantime.
Thought Chris Hudgens would have had him down in the backfield right there, had him right about around the shoulder pads, but just couldn't corral him down there, and it ends up resulting in a Greenville first down. Short so elusive. And it's really had just a great game here tonight. Again, has got better as the game has gone on.
Football at the 34-yard line. Greenville will show two running backs in the backfield. It's going to go to Crampton. Crampton at the 40, 45, 50, into Sidney territory before Chris Hudgens brings him down.
And I think this one might be coming back, as we hear frustration from the Greenville coaches in the box next to us.
That was a nice run there by Crampton. That goes against Baumgartner on the hold, receiver in the Greenville offense.
It just takes a little air out of your tires, so to speak, right there. An opportunity there. Crampton had a nice run.
So it's first down and about 8 yards for the first down. Crampton will do it again. He'll go across the 40 to almost the 44. About a yard short of the first down, so that's going to make it second and short. Second down and 1. Football resting at the 43, so what do you think? Greenville might go long on this, or do they stay conservative?
I think you would stay conservative in this and the short, just to try to get the first down here, and maybe in a second and long situation you might try to take a downfield shot.
Crampton's going to get the call, and he's got the first down, too.
You know, and I think Crampton might be getting a couple carries here to give Brock Short a little bit of a breather here, and maybe if they get in Sidney territory here, you might see Brock Short start to take over because the clock does start to come into play here. We're frozen right at 10 minutes, so it's going to come into that ball control offense, which Greenville talked about was the key to the game here. So give Crampton a couple carries. He can hopefully get you a couple positive gains, and then have it be the Brock Short show here from now on and try to take the lead.
Clock counting down. Bush will take it. Crampton, he'll get the call. Looked like Wyatt Biddle with the initial hit for Sidney.
Now you see Short's going to come in on the field talking to a Greenville coach on the sideline to come in for Crampton now. Now watch it be heavily revolved around Short here. Maybe something in the short passing game, maybe a quick screen or something. I don't know, see him move him around. We were seeing Greenville was very creative early on with Short as he's now in the backfield.
2nd down and 9. Approaching 9 minutes to play in this one. Bush, he'll keep it. There's the pitch. Short trying to make the turn. He has the first down before he's hit on the outside.
We saw Greenville go with that little delayed pitch. Looked like they were just going to give it off to a fullback dive there. And that delayed pitch that we've seen run a couple times there. And Sidney very good and disciplined there.
Elijah Austin, number 12, in on the stop that time. Third down and 8. Football at the 48. Bush, he'll look, roll to his left. Looks down the field, flags all over the place. Pass completed to Million Bryant near the first down.
Coming back again.
Penalties beginning to haunt Greenville here. They simply get started and then get stopped by the flag.
And this is a situation, you know, if you dump something off a little dump pass off to Short here and to see if he can create on 3rd and 18. You know, field position and time comes into place here. Hold on, Ty Bush.
Holding call goes against Greenville. So the Green Wave will move it back to the 34-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and very long for the Green Wave.
Maybe just see what Short can do here, if he can get you something here on 3rd and 22.
Snap goes to Bush. He's straight back. He's going to roll to his right downfield, and boy, could throw a flag there.
Yep.
And they will, as a Sidney defender just grabbed him.
Yeah, that's Jai Wheeler who's been called on that right there, and he had one, I believe, earlier in the game, and just kind of an unnecessary penalty right there. 3rd and 22, the ball was well underthrown, probably not going to be caught, and there you give a fresh set of downs, and now you're gonna let it probably be the Brock Short show. You get that time and the clock really gonna come into effect here now.
Yeah, the pass was, the receiver was trying to go for it. Looked like he got pulled back, so they'll call that one almost every time, especially as visible as that was. So it's at the 49, Greenville. 3rd down, and they're going to call, looks like about 3rd and 7. Straight back goes Bush. He's looking over to the sidelines, intercepted. Yellow Jackets with the steal, headed along the sidelines.
Griffin Moore with the interception.
Griffin Moore has played a pretty good second half of football, and he comes up with a major play there with an interception and nice return, and Moore with 8:17 to go gets the interception.
And boy, Dave, you were right at the top of this half, or at the top of this quarter, as we look at our Winter Quality Meats Repo, and you said this has been a defensive dominated second half here. Very much so, and you get the defensive pass interference call. Might take a little air out of your sail there, but right there, Griffin Moore stepping up and making a play. Let's see if the Yellow Jackets can seize momentum here to try to keep the Little Brown Jug.
Tell you what, if it wasn't for Brock Short, that was a touchdown. Johnson's going to roll right. Needs to cut it upfield. He gets it inside the 20 to the 15 and falls forward to about the 14, and there's going to be a penalty on Greenville, I believe.
A little extracurricular activity, I think, there from Greenville.
That's at the 14-yard line. So let's see what the call is and how many yards Yellow Jackets will get.
I'm thinking there was something. That's Baumgartner again there, and when the
you see Carson Taylor warming up, but the way the Yellow Jackets are going, if he comes in, it's going to be for an extra point.
Yeah, and you saw right there, it's just an unnecessary play there by Greenville. Sets up 1st and goal here for the Jackets.
8 minutes, 3 seconds to go. 8:03 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Johnson going to the left side. Hesitates, turns it upfield, trying to get it to the end zone. Powers inside the 3. What an effort by Donovan Johnson. The senior quarterback just fighting for every single inch there and gets it to the 2-yard line. That's where we'll call it. Got an injury on the play. And with 7:45 to go, the Sidney offense will come over to the sidelines and regroup with head coach Adam Dunges, as clock is going to start counting down. Ball will be at the 2, and offensive coordinator Britton Devier with his offensive unit. Now we get a timeout. 7:41 to go, and they'll take a timeout. Our score was Sidney football on the 2-yard line. Yellow Jackets 14, Greenville 14. We'll be back right after this.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Back here at Sidney, there you see the student body, the band, the cheerleaders whooping it up here with 7:41 to go, and football at the 2-yard line. And boy, this is where the Yellow Jackets want to make sure they hang on to the football.
Absolutely. They haven't really had any problems with that since the first half. They had those 2 fumbles there in the first half. But let's see if they can get a push up front. The battle in the trenches has been so fun to watch tonight between these 2 teams because they're so well matched. And let's see, it's going to be a grit match to see if Sidney can get in the end zone here.
Davis in the slot to the right. Johnson will take the call, and Harris gets it on a straight ahead running play, and Greenville will read it beautifully. A host of Greenville tacklers there leading the way. A.J. Schaefer, number 53, a junior returning letterman with the initial hit. So that's going to make it 3rd down and 4. They'll run 3 receivers to the left side. Reynolds goes to the short side. Johnson will take the snap. He'll follow Harris, but here comes the blitz. As number 13, Million Bryant, comes in from that linebacker spot or defensive back position. Watch that one again, and boy, Bryant comes up big time with this play.
And
Johnson.
Yeah, wow. And that's just using his speed there, right there, just to really enclose on Johnson. 4th and 10, they're going to keep the offense on the field.
4th and 10.
Let's see if they're going to try to draw him off sides maybe. run the play clock down. He's still got 17 seconds. You would think they might go for a 27-yard field goal. We know Taylor's certainly got the distance. They're probably trying to see if they can get Greenville to jump here as the clock's rolling with inside 7 seconds.
Play clock at 4 seconds. It'll count down. Johnson's going to kick it. They're going right for the end zone. Reynolds, I believe. Nope, not Reynolds.
E.J. Davis.
Davis with the catch. Wow, what a clutch play. E.J. Davis. The cannon fires, and on 4th down, they convert. Let's look at that one more time.
Well, and you think they're going to go for the field goal here? I guess not. Coach Dunn just fakes us out there. A nice little rollout to E.J. Davis. We know he's had some frustrations on the offensive side of the ball, but he might have just scored the touchdown that keeps Sidney from securing the brown little jug.
Watch it again. Replays brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. Kick is up and good. All sorts of excitement here at Sidney Memorial Stadium as the Yellow Jackets take the lead. Our score here on NKTelco Sports: Sidney 21, Greenville 14. We'll be back right after this.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
I anticipate the Yellow Jackets take the lead with 6:13 to go. There you see some of the happy folks here at Memorial Stadium in Sidney on the 30-0 field. And Carson Taylor will kick it away. And we thought Carson might come in and try a field goal, didn't we, Brandon?
You know, fortune favors the bold is what they say there, and Coach Dunn just goes right up there and says, you know what? I'm going to run it inside 5 seconds, but even if they would have got Greenville to jump, it still would have been 4th and goal from the 5-yard line. And he's really, you know, putting trust in his offense there. That's really kind of struggled tonight. A lot of the whole game, really. And they get a touchdown out of it. So Sidney, again, that call might help them secure and keep that little brown jug.
6:03 to play. Greenville will have the football as Taylor's kick received by the Green Wave inside the 1-yard line, and the return brings it back out to the 20. Yellow Jackets up by a touchdown as Hayden Bush will try and create some offense for Greenville. Short with it. Yellow Jackets read it, but Short still works himself forward for about a 5-yard gain.
Again, that clock is starting to creep in your mind here. We talked about it on Greenville's last possession. You know, how the clock is going to start coming into play when they started making a little bit of a drive. And again, they get 4 yards on 1st down here. So again, it's most likely going to be 4-down territory no matter what here for Greenville going the rest of the way out.
They mark it at the 24. Bush, he's going to throw it. Pass caught. Good defense there by the Yellow Jackets.
I think there might be a flag there on the offensive line. Maybe Jason Byram there, number 55. Looked like he was around the flag there, holding Jaden Swiger.
Hudgens with the tackle for Sidney, but it's going to be, as you said, Brandon, the penalty will go against Greenville. We'll push them back further. And, you know, really, when you start looking at this second half for Greenville, these penalties have been major. They have stopped almost everything they've tried to do here in the second half and have come at inopportune times.
Yeah, really, Brock Short made a couple of nice runs there at the beginning of the second half, but otherwise, Sidney has done a really nice job of bottling him up. here the rest of the second half, not letting him get as explosive as he was there in the beginning of the third quarter.
Second down and 20. Bush left side. It's going to be incomplete, but I'll tell you what, the pressure from Chris Hudgens that time forced that incompletion, and it stops the clock at 5:18. In fact, when they handled the ball that time, Bush didn't ever look like he had it cleanly, and as a result, incomplete pass, third down and 20. And if they don't pick up the first down here, they're going to be punting from the end zone, and the way the Sidney special teams have played, that's definitely an advantage. Pass is in the air. It's tipped away. Good defense. Number 5, Clark.
And Jaden Swiger, the animal there on the line, laid the hit out there on Hayden Bush. He saw that pressure coming. Bush had to get it off. Credit Swiger on really having to hurry that throw. It was underthrown there. Again, great play, too, by defensive back Isaiah Clark. Now forcing the Greenville and punt.
Good, solid plays by the Sidney defense. That makes the difference on that series. 5:12 to go as Ernst will kick it from his own end zone, and the clock counting down. And I mean the play clock at under 20 seconds. Ernst takes the snap. Rush is coming. High kick. It's going to go out of bounds. Should give Sidney some decent field position inside Greenville territory. So they'll have to mark it, which is a little bit tough with all the Sidney players in and out.
Coach Dunn just trying to argue and get his, or discuss with our judge there. Get him about an extra 3 yards there.
They'll put it at the 45.
Again, this is some time. This will be an interesting play call. 5:05. You get one of your best starts of the night in terms of field position. Right there at your in the Greenville 45.
There you see the Sidney offense. Boy, they came up with probably the play of the night. Johnson and Davis with that completion on fourth down. That's one. They go on to win this one. Those kids are going to remember that one for their lifetime. Harris. Open. Running room across the 40 of Greenville and goes all the way to the 38-yard line.
Boy, and ever since Harris has come right in this game, he has been a difference maker for this offense. Really one that we said, again, was sputtering, wasn't really getting anything going. And then when Harris has come in, he has done a nice job of changing the tempo here for Sidney.
Yellow Jackets look to the sidelines. 4.5 minutes to go on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. One of these two teams is going to come away with win number 1. Right now, Sidney with a touchdown lead. Harris just powering his way forward. As we said, 5'9", 200 pounds is what the program lists him as. And he's a powerful runner. Football at the 31. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets as the clock continues to count down. I know in the Bell Fountain contest, the Yellow Jackets had the early lead, but then in the second half, lost that lead and eventually dropped a 20-14 contest to their rivals, the Bell Fountain Chieftains. Low snap. Whistle blows and
call him down there, I believe. They're
I think he may have
second down.
Touched his knee on the ground, so that'll stop the play.
Good call there by the official. I thought his knee was down there too. It's going to be a loss of a couple yards there as the clock continues to roll.
Football at the 34 and loss of looks like about 3 yards. So it's going to be second down and about 13 to go for Sidney. Johnson calling the signals. Here comes the blitz. Reynolds will make the catch at the 25. good hit by Short, but inside the 20 comes Reynolds.
Reynolds has been so effective here. A couple catches tonight. As you see in our winter quality meets replay, again, they like to go to that little bubble screen, tunnel screen action right there. They like to sprinkle it in and spread it out 5-6 times around in the game. You'll see Sidney do that. And Reynolds, the beneficiary right there, gets down to the 18-yard line and inside the red zone.
Brock Short with the tackle for Greenville. Yellow Jackets look to the sideline as the clock moves to 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. A score here would make it awfully difficult for Greenville to come back. Harris next to Johnson. He'll get the football this time. Our good friend, number 39, Ryan Crampton, a linebacker, comes in with the tackle.
Good way to put it, our friend.
He's a good player.
Great player.
He's been in a lot of plays on the defense for Greenville. And then he spotted Brock Short on offense as well.
Absolutely.
We're approaching the 2-minute mark as the countdown begins here at Sidney Memorial Stadium. A night where the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the 30-0 run took place, and it's looking good for the Yellow Jackets, except Johnson will lose some yardage there. Clock will go to 1:39, and Greenville will take a timeout, I believe.
Million Bryan in there on the tackle. Again.
Stop in the play. I'm not sure if there's a timeout or not.
Yeah, there is.
Timeout Greenville, 1:39 to play. Our score, Sidney 21, Greenville 14. We'll be back right after this. There you see the Sidney squad as they have a 7-point lead as Greenville stops the clock. They'll stop it at 1:45 officially. And we're looking at a 3rd down and 15 for the Yellow Jackets. What do you think, Brandon? What do you do?
I think you would go conservative here. Probably something a little up the middle. You want to take the clock off, probably force another Greenville timeout here. They only have 1 timeout left. So I think it's pretty obvious to keep it on the ground here, to try to burn that last timeout. Bring out Carson Taylor and see if you can seal this game.
Johnson's going for the end zone. Davis got it. Touchdown. Or I think it's a touchdown.
I think he was short one. Oh, nope. They're going to single touchdown.
How about that?
And E.J. Davis, I say go conservative on the ground again. Coach Dungeons again says fortune favors the bold. I don't care what you think, Brandon. I don't care what you think, Brandon. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to win this game here, right now.
Oh, man, what a play. A beautiful pass play. Johnson and Davis connect.
And that's why he's the coach and I'm not.
Sidney flag up and down in front of the stadium. Beautiful night for Sidney football. Johnson.
That's a replay from a previous play.
That's a previous one. That was a good one, too.
that was a great one. But E.J. Davis had some struggles on offense in the first half. He scores 2 huge touchdowns, one that ultimately, I think, just sealed this game and keeps the little brown jug in Sidney's hands.
The cannon fires. The points are on the board, and Taylor's going to add another point here in a moment. It's up. It's good. Yellow Jackets take a 2-touchdown plus lead. Our score, Sidney 28, Greenville 14. Take a look at this one more time, and we'll return right after this.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Oh, there you see the Sidney student body. They're having fun here tonight.
It's supporting E.J. Davis, who has scored 2 huge touchdowns.
Well, they're great catches, too.
Yeah.
They're just absolutely great catches. Good timing plays. They're just fun to see. I mean, we didn't think they were going to throw it, but
I don't think 98% of the stadium, except everyone in the Sidney sideline, thought they were going to
You know
throw
what
it.
the problem is, Brandon? We watch too much conservative high school football.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
That was just a great call. I mean, Davis was going to catch it. Was there any doubt?
Oh, yeah, and he's, again, like we said, he struggled. First half offensively, had a drop, had a penalty. You know, maybe he wasn't playing the way he usually does, but he comes up with 2 great touchdown catchers, and that's what great players do, and a nice job by E.J. Davis.
So that ball has to go into the end zone before they stop it. As
Just barely.
Sidney all hustling down there as they try and do something on special teams, but 1:32 to go on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard, and as it says there, the 30-0 anniversary celebration. And certainly, unless things go haywire here in the final minute and 32, it will be a celebration for the Yellow Jackets as they'll pick up their first win of the season and even their record at 1-1 in league play. Yellow Jackets will take a timeout. They'll take the timeout. We'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school football on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Thursday, September the 9th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, September the 11th at 10 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. And timeouts, as always, brought to you by Precision Strip. And Brandon, Yellow Jackets looking in good position right now.
Yeah, they look good there, but I think the problem is why they called that timeout is they didn't have their guys on the field there. Jaden Swiger now on the sidelines was supposed to, I think, go in on that play. I think I saw defensive coordinator Kyle Coleman talking to him on the sideline there. Was supposed to go in, didn't go in there, and that's why they had to call a timeout. They weren't lined up.
Greenville will throw the short pass, and they'll pick up a yard or so, and that's about it. Clock's still counting, and Greenville's got to do the hurry up. Bush takes the snap straight back. Here comes the blitz. He's going to have to scramble. Yellow Jackets trying to chase him down. He'll go out of bounds as he'll stop the clock. And gallant effort there by number 25, Griffin Moore, who had some really big plays for the Yellow Jackets here in the second half. And you look back to the interception that he had that really helped this second half rally for Sidney.
Absolutely. Both teams looking for their first win against Sidney. Going to play Vandalia Butler here next Friday. David, you and I will be on the call for that game and the week after here.
Short with the short screen pass, trying to get him to break it loose, and he'll get it to about the 39-yard line as we've got 53 seconds left. And looked like Griffin Moore to me and on that stop. They pick up a first down, football at the 39. Time a big factor for Greenville. Bush straight back, he's got time. It's going to be incomplete. He'll go down as the pressure there, as it's been all night almost, from Jaden Swiger. I tell you, Swiger is one heck of a good football player.
Absolutely. He just runs so well for a defensive end. He's quick, and he gets after the quarterback really well. He has a nose to the ball. That's why he has 3.5 sacks on the season.
Also got a sophomore, number 74, Austin Yates, 5'11", 263 pounds. Looks like he may be over the nose tackle there in the alignment for the Yellow Jackets. Swiger off to the races goes Bush, trying to get upfield and get that first down, and it's going to be hit there by number 11, Chris Hudgens. He'll stop the clock as Bush will get out of bounds with 29 seconds to go. But this one looks like Sidney can pick up win number 1. As both teams have one timeout left, as Bush will roll to the left. Pass is going to be incomplete. Clock will stop at 24 seconds. It's going to make it 4th down and short as more players come into the lineup for the Yellow Jackets. Carson Resser, number 59, back into the lineup, as is number 63, Hayden Cottrell. They'll go in there with Swiger, so that'll be the 3-man front for Sidney. Bush, penalty on the play. Bush is going to go down, and Swiger with the stop.
I don't know if they called that penalty before the play or not, because the judge on the sideline was running over there in the middle of the play. Yep, that's why.
So that'll give Greenville the first down. There you see the look from the Sidney sidelines. Clock will go to 24 seconds, and clock will count down once the ball is snapped, as Bush will take the snap, throw it inside. It's completed, and the Yellow Jackets will converge, and Greenville will use its final timeout with 15 seconds remaining, and our score Sidney 28, Greenville's 14. Timeouts sponsored by Precision Strip, and we'll keep it right here as the two teams into the final seconds of this one. A nice win for the Sidney Yellow Jackets, and a couple of great catches by Davis here in the second half. One of the reasons for the Yellow Jackets' victory.
Yeah, you know, the first 2 weeks haven't gone the way the Yellow Jackets really planned, losing that close game to Bell Fountain, and really, you know, they really got blown out last week at Tip City 45-7, then that loss. But you hope this game and the rivalry game can really build some momentum. You go in next week, come in against Vandalia Butler, a team coached by Ty Cates. It's really going to be hungry. That's going to be a great game that you and I are going to be on the call for next week. You know, it's really a season, or a point in the season where City can start to gain momentum. You start 0-2 in the 18 playoff format, and you're going to be, you know, digging yourself out of a hole here. But now Sidney with a 16-team playoff format has a little more room for error. We'll sit at 1-2 here, and we'll be looking good here coming in next week against Butler.
Bush going for the long ball, and it's going to be Clark catches it, but I'm not sure if he was inbounds.
He was way out.
So the clock will stop at 7 seconds. A few more players getting into action for Sidney. Take a look at our replay as Bush tosses it long, and we'll get a good look to see whether it's inbounds or out of bounds. No doubt that is out of bounds.
Great job on our sideline guy, Kurt Kuffner, right there.
Amazing. Totally amazing. Bush to the right side. He's looking for the end zone, but no one's there, and he'll just slide down, and that's going to be the game. Sidney comes away with a little brown jug and win number 1. NVL record goes to 1-1. Our final score, Sidney 28, Greenville 14, and we'll be back with stats and our recap right after this.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. NKTelco partners with local companies by providing business class internet, phone, TV, support, and more. Our advanced system delivers the speed you need with enhanced reliability and support. Running a business is tough. Contact NKTelco and let our expert team give you a hand.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
The date is set. The lake has been chosen. It's time to sign up for the 2nd annual Brush Pile Fishing Veterans Tournament. Proceeds from this event will benefit Save a Warrior and the Travis Mills Foundation. Both organizations focus on helping veterans live the best life they possibly can by treating their physical and psychological traumas. Visit brushpilefishing.com to register or to learn how to donate.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a 3rd-generation family-owned business with locations in Sidney and Wapak, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sidney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Oh yeah, I would too. Reynolds had a great game too.
Back here at Sidney Memorial Stadium, the Yellow Jackets win the Little Brown Jug and they pick up their first victory of the season. with a 28-14 victory over Greenville. And take a look at our stats and our recap, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Let's take a look at those final numbers.
Yeah, and the stats really tell you the story of this game, Dave. 343 total yards there for Greenville. 238 on the ground. Credit Sidney for holding Greenville well under that 392 yards they were averaging through 2 weeks. 105 passing yards there for Greenville. 18 first downs, 2 turnovers for Sidney on the flip side. 251 yards. Again, very heavy through that air attack that they rely on by Donovan Johnson. 80 rush yards on the ground. Led there by Martez Harris, who really, I think, helped change this game for Sidney tonight. 13 first downs and 2 turnovers, and Sidney yet again holds on to the little brown jug despite a great fight from Greenville.
Greenville battled strong, but Sidney comes away with 2 big plays here in the second half. 2 touchdown catches by E.J. Davis, and our player of the game brought to you by NKTelco. It's going to be E.J. Davis, Brandon.
And E.J. well deserving of that. I talked about how he had struggles in the first half on the offensive end with a drop, a couple penalties there where he looked a little frustrated, but good players come back from that, and he made 2 big catches in moments that we weren't expecting. We were expecting a field goal and maybe to run the clock down, but they called EJ's number twice, and he responded again. Sam Reynolds with a great night, too. He had 5 receptions and went over 108 yards there to lead the Sidney through the air there. Donovan Johnson's got 2 great, reliable targets out there, and Montrez Harris did a nice job on the ground tonight for a really balanced Sidney attack that really hit its stride in the second half.
So the winner tonight, Sidney Yellow Jackets pick up a nice win in the celebration of the 30-0 anniversary. Big night, nice night for the Yellow Jacket. Lots of enthusiasm, and they pick up win number 1. Tonight's game has been brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sidney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, and NKTelco. Follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM, and their internet-exclusive games on WCSMradio.com all season. Your sports leader in Mercer and All-Glaze counties. Also like to thank our 5-star recruitment sponsor, Crown Equipment Corporation. MVP sponsors, Clopay and Nidec Minster. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Keys to the Game, Keyhole Pizza. Replays tonight brought to you by Winners Meats. Our starting lineups by Sidney All-Glaze Audiology. Our timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Stats and recaps, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA. And as you just heard, our player of the game brought to you by NKTelco. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school football on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on 503. Tonight's game will be replayed Thursday, September the 9th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, September the 11th at 10 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. I'd like to thank our crew here tonight, our director, Bryce Hamrick, on the cameras tonight, Kurt Kupner, Aaron Ritter, Paul Downing. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me tonight, Brandon Coverman. Our final score, one more time, from Sidney Memorial Stadium, the Sidney Yellow Jackets 28 and Greenville 14.